Our political insider has joined us in the studio, Charlie May and Charlie May.
Kind of united them like this.
There you go. We're just going to stay with that.
That's good.
Tony May, Charlie Giroux, welcome, guys, as always. We want to continue with what we talked about right before the break. Kathleen Kane, the Attorney General, having a news conference yesterday about this investigation.
And deciding not to prosecute the case. Here's some more sound from her.
This case was dead before I even got there. Dead. I believe that we have evidence that certain legislators were taking money, and that's a crime.
All right, let's start with you, Charlie. Do you think she should have dropped this case? You're a lawyer. You know
Absolutely not. I am a lawyer. I don't play one on TV, but absolutely not. This is a significant public corruption case shut down by Attorney General Kane implicitly for political purposes. That's not me implying it. That's the Philadelphia Inquirer, which reported it in huge banner headlines on Sunday's edition. This is a very, very serious matter, and I think every Pennsylvanian deserves to have the answers that weren't given in her press conference yesterday.
And Tony, she said yesterday she's not denying that a crime was committed, and she has evidence of that crime.
I think there's a simple solution in this case, in that the allegation is that it was racially motivated. The solution would be that the Philadelphia District Attorney, who is an African American as well, could pursue the case and use Frank Fina, the guy who was in charge of the state investigation, who now works for the District Attorney of Philadelphia, to pursue it. And that would demonstrate that there is cause to go ahead, and it would be treated in an even-handed way.
Very interestingly and very importantly, though, Seth Williams, African-American District Attorney of Philadelphia, says that race did not play a role in this case. And Tony, I don't know whether you saw today's paper, but that there was also indications that Representative Galloway allegedly took illegal gifts and contributions as well. Picture in the paper didn't look like he was black.
But getting a conviction, Charlie, it's really not clear that, and this is a part of the law I'm not clear on exactly. Was this guy really a lobbyist? He said he was a lobbyist, and he registered for a while as a lobbyist, but he seemed to have no clients. So if he didn't ask for a quid pro quo, is there a crime?
Well, that's what these tapes, I think, would reveal. That's allegedly what was there. I mean, I don't have the file. I haven't read the file. But
neither of us do.
Neither of us do. But what the Inquirer is certainly implying is that that's precisely what happened, that there not only was a quid pro quo, but these were bribes being taken by these members of the General Assembly.
So it's in the hand of Seth Williams. Would we agree on that?
I don't agree on that. I think it is a lot more to come on this. Attorney General Kane is going to have a lot more questions to answer. Her press conference the other day was very short on answers, long on rhetoric, and frankly, for her to say that this was somehow the quote-unquote good old boys out to get her really misses the mark by a long shot. The notion that years ago, a bunch of guys sat down in a room before she'd ever even announced her candidacy, cooked up pardon me, this sting operation that she would later spike so that they could use it against her is fanciful.
All right, in the end, it's taxpayers who are paying for it. Chris Papps asked in the news conference to the Attorney General, how do we get this money back?
Well, that's part of the bungling of the investigation, though. If there was money, what happened to the money? Were they marked bills? Was there a paper trail there?
Well, just last week.
Apparently there was. That's what's really disturbing.
Did charge State Senator Leanna Washington, Philadelphia Democrat, for misusing funds.
And so that raises some questions as well. Clearly, she knew this story was coming. She had been interviewed about it.
Oh, so that's politically motivated and the other one wasn't?
I said it raises questions, Tony. I don't think it requires a rocket scientist to figure out that a presentment against a African-American state senator immediately before this story broke at least raises some questions.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there. Yeah. We are out of time. Tony May, Charlie Giroux, guys, thank you as always. And you can see our political insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.